Did you know that vitamin D is sometimes called the sunshine vitamin? It's associated with bones, immunity, and lots of other things, and some even say it could prevent type 2 diabetes. Do you think this is true, or is it another one of those too good to be true shortcuts? A major study has just been published, so today we're going to dig into it together. Welcome to No More Health Myths. What we used to believe. For years, it has been observed that people who are deficient in vitamin D seem to have a greater risk of developing diabetes. So, inevitably, we wondered, taking vitamin D prevent diabetes? On paper, it seems logical. It plays a role in insulin sensitivity. It influences the beta cells in the pancreas that produce insulin. But beware, correlation is not causation. Seeing a link is not proving that there is one. What science says today? To put all this to the test in earnest, American researchers have launched a randomized study, the very best in science. It's called Vital T2D. More than 22,000 American people with an average age of 67 and no diabetes at baseline were followed for more than 5 years. One group received 2,000 units of vitamin D3 every day. The other received a placebo. In other words, a capsule with no effect. The aim of the study? To see whether vitamin D reduces the risk of developing type 2 diabetes over the long term. Spoiler: the results are more nuanced than we might have hoped. At the end of the study, the number of cases of diabetes was slightly lower in the vitamin D group. But beware, the difference is too small to be considered significant from a scientific point of view. In figures, placebo, 4.37 cases per 1,000 people per year, and vitamin D, 3.98 cases per 1,000 people per year. This is not enough to conclude that it is vitamin D that makes the difference. In other words, if you take vitamin D without being deficient, just to avoid diabetes, well, it doesn't make much difference. What if we took a broader look? The researchers didn't stop there. They broadened their analysis by carrying out a meta-analysis, combining the results of 4 clinical trials, including their own. And then, surprise, we're starting to see a small protective effect. The risk of diabetes is reduced by 11% on average. It's modest, but it's there. So we can say that in some people, vitamin D could play a complementary role in prevention. But once again, we're talking about a slight effect, and probably only useful if you're deficient to begin with. Things to remember. In a nutshell, no, vitamin D is not a magic shield against diabetes. But if you're chronically lacking in it, and you're at risk, it may be able to limit the damage a little. So before you rush off with the capsules, expose yourself to the sun a little more often. But be careful. Eat better. Move around regularly. And above all, get a proper blood test to find out if you're deficient. Conclusion: as is often the case, the answer is neither yes nor no. It all depends. Vitamin D can be one piece of the jigsaw, but it can never replace a healthy lifestyle. Now it's up to you to sort things out. Try them out and see what works for you. Knowledge is good, but experimentation is better. You now have the keys. It's up to you what you do with them. No one can live in your place, but you can take it one step at a time. If this video has helped you, remember to subscribe and set the bell so you don't miss the next one. A small gesture for you, but a big support for this channel. Your subscriptions, likes, and comments are what keep this channel going. So if the content speaks to you, join us and see you soon for new No More Health Myths videos. Take care of yourself. Nobody can do it for you.